There's only one person in this world that wants it more than me today, and that's me tomorrow.
Are you recording? All right, yeah, get this. You need somebody that knows what they're doing and wants to get you there. You don't need somebody that just wants to post and flex all the time with your money that gives you something shitty. So, coaches, make it happen, but it's a matter of implementation, okay? You need to learn, then you need to implement, and everybody skips implementing. If you can just be the person to implement, you can be the one to grow. And when you grow, you can recycle. Learn, implement, grow. Get clients, use the testimonials, learn from them. Learn, implement, grow. Recycle. You can only grow. You can only grow by doing it right. You will never stay stagnant if you continue to work every day at something and continue to grow. And another big problem, people love to just say they work hard, right? I don't care if you're working 10-hour days. If you're not working 10-hour days on the right things, then you're not going anywhere, okay? If you have a problem and your problem is scaling the business, because you're setting DMs all day and you just set DMs for 5-6 hours a day and you take 3 calls a day, and in a week you're doing the same thing and you're still hitting that 20K per month mark. In the week from that you're doing the same thing. Nothing changed. You can brag there, oh yeah, I worked 8 to 10 hours a day every single day. Yeah, but you're dumb. You're not doing the right things to scale. Hire a DM setter. Get somebody in your DMs. Get somebody to take care of the things that you don't need to do. If you can delegate it, delegate it. From there you scale. Who's more intelligent? The person that works 8 to 10 hours a day and doesn't go anywhere, or the person that works 4 to 5 hours a day and continues to scale because they learn how to delegate problems and just work on what they need to work on to grow the business? It's not bragging rights to work hard. It's bragging rights to work smart and work hard. Alex Hormozi said this: yes, working smarter than harder works for a lot of people, but when you get to a certain level, everybody's smart. So you have to work hard, work smart, but ultimately do things that way you can scale the business and not just stay stagnant, okay? And not using hard work as an excuse to not get better, okay? I never want to hear that, because I'll tell you this: I will outwork anybody. I'll outwork myself. I'll work myself to death, but it doesn't do me no good if I'm not actually growing the business. Anyways, I was talking to Jasper and I was helping him with his online coaching, and I'm like, it's all about a perspective change. It's a mentality change that you have to promote to your clients to make them want to get better, right? And so I came up with the idea of the power of self-security to give him leverage to talk to his clients, right? And it's the same leverage that I used to talk to my clients. When you can make somebody more confident in their decisions just by how they look, it can actually put them in the perspective that when they look a certain way, their whole world can change because of the inputs that they have on a day-to-day basis, making decision after decision after decision with more confidence. Once you can put them into that perspective, you can sell them. Because now they understand the true freedom of being in shape. Now they understand the true freedom of having a healthy body. It's way more than just looking good. It's way more than just looking good. The confidence that you have, the swagger that you walk around with, how other people treat you, how you view the world, the opportunities that arise. Way more respect, right? You could have way more opportunity because people associate a good physique with high quality. It's simple, it's 1-2. You have a good physique, you're a high quality person of some sort. You're at least disciplined. You at least want to look good. High quality, look good. With anything, you're filming on the camera right now. What's high quality? It looks good, right? Same thing as a person. If you're high quality, you look good. But then you have to add things onto it. You know, that's just the foundation for a successful man, I believe. Because I was ripped and I was broke at one point, but I had the foundation to work hard to where I'm at right now. Now I look good because I'm in shape and I'm starting to make money for myself, and now I can become a high value man. You know, I'm still working on it myself. I still got a lot of ways to go. The very first step is just understanding how much your life can change when you have confidence in your decision making because you look good. Beautiful night tonight. Check that out. You know, it's crazy when you actually decide to make a difference and do everything to go get it, how fast it could actually become reality. And here's something I want you guys to think about. The typical 40-hour week, if you guys are working 9 to 5, you guys are behind. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because of the job that you're working, it's because of how much you're working, right? If you work 9 to 5, if you work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's 40 hours, okay? That you're working for somebody else. when you work for yourself, when you start that own business, okay, you get to work as many hours as you want. There's no limit. There's no limit. I promise you, it is very hard to get burned out. Yes, burnout is possible, but when you actually start to see some results, when you actually start to build something from nothing, you get addicted to the taste. I remember waking up, and I still do, I wake up 5:55 every single day and working all day long. It doesn't matter, I was working on something. And when you work for 10, 12 hours a day, for 7 days a week, oh my God, you're way ahead of the game. Instead of 40 hours, you're working 70 hours. That's almost double. And then you wonder why progression happens so fast with all these people that build these businesses for themselves. Or you see all these rich people online that are doing things so fast, how they changed their life in a year. Well, because in 1 year, what you did was work 40 hours 5 days a week. Another person worked 70 hours a week for an entire year. That almost puts them 2 years ahead. Working all for themselves, not getting the cut, not getting a percentage, not getting $20 an hour. They're not flipping pizzas, they're not pouring coffee like I was. They were doing things to build the actual business, and they were willing to eat shit until they actually found a little bit of success. You gotta eat shit for a little bit. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's gonna come right away. I never said that this was a get-rich-quick scheme. I never said that. It's not a fairy tale. Everybody that thinks online coaching is just like, oh, post content, yeah, get clients, oh, I made $10,000 this month. That's not how it is. It's a real business with real qualified people. You're charging high ticket, you're charging thousands of dollars. And your brand, let me tell you, is nothing close to Nike's brand. And Nike only charges $100 for shoes. This is a real business. And if you want to have real results, you have to have real inputs. You have to want it real bad. A lot of people, they just do it just for fun. They do it because they're bored. They do it because they don't want to be in the situation, but they're actually not willing to put in the work, and that's the problem. If you want to do it the right way. Because there's only one way to do it, and that's the right way. And if you're not willing to do it the right way, it's not going to work out at all. I can't stress this enough to everybody that I work with, and all of you guys, all you coaches that are young entrepreneurs watching this camera right now. If you don't do it the right way, it's never going to work. It's a real business. Stop getting scammed by people. Stop telling, people it's flexing SPJs and driving around, spending your money, fake private jets. Fuck that. Don't pay somebody to sell you the dream. You pay somebody to make the dream fucking happen, step by step, and have your back, and hold your hand the whole damn way until you're ready to walk off on your own, because that's the reality of it. From a young age, people are always talking about you should be satisfied with what you have, And the problem is it's human nature to never be satisfied. We always want more. We always see what we have and want more. We always want the next best thing. We have all of this from a young age, right? And you're given things, and some people get more than others, but no matter what, it's human nature to want even more. And the problem is society makes us stuff that down. They stuff it down and say, you don't need more, you don't need more, be humble, this is what you have. And now to an extent, this is great. But you should always be unsatisfied. Nobody that did anything unbelievable was satisfied anyway, right? Everybody that did something of great achievement was unsatisfied with what they had going on right now in their life. And the biggest problem is people say like, you need to be more humble and you need to just enjoy what you have. That will allow you to build the bridge, build a foundation for what's to come. That won't allow you to grow though, right? That desire, that burning feeling that somebody else has something that you don't, act on it. Because the reality is if we don't push each other, if you don't test those limits, if you don't feed in to wanting more, you'll never be able to put anything great into this earth. You'll never be able to be more than what you are. All the people that you see with these all huge accomplishments right now, Elon Musk with Tesla, the Great Pyramids of Giza, you think those people were satisfied with just making one robot or just building one pyramid? No. They said, I wanted more. I want to build something great. I want to feed that unsatisfaction until I absolutely am super full to the brim where I can't even take anymore. You got to feed unsatisfaction until you're content. And from there, you will build that unsatisfaction again. The reason why we have evolved so much as a species is because we're never satisfied. People think it's a flaw. People think that looking at what you have and wanting more is a flaw. It's not. It's how we progress as humans. That's how we evolve. That's how we actually get better as an entire species. And so for you as a human to have this natural drive that was given to you, right, from birth, assigned to you, to do as much as you can, to look at what you have now and say it's not enough, I need to get more, and not input that to positively impact the world, you're misusing it. You shouldn't have it at all. You need to train your mind to want to go and achieve everything. You want to obtain everything. You want to give everything to everybody else. You want to be the one to do all these things. If you had the choice, you could either be the guy that knows everything, knows he could be something, but lays back because he's just satisfied with what he has. He's complacent. Or you could be the guy that knows he could change the world and go and do something about it. He's so unsatisfied. He gets all the attention and all the views, but he's not satisfied yet. He's built all these great things, but he's not satisfied yet because he hasn't changed everybody. And that's what you need to do. Your one goal in life is to do something to change everybody. Until you can figure that out, you have work to do. And I still have work to do myself. But it is your duty to fulfill the unsatisfaction that drives your life to get more. Because when you get more, innately you give more. There's no get without return. There's no get without give. If you're getting a lot, that means you're giving a lot. Simple as that. Your focus should be to give a lot. How come everybody hasn't changed yet? How come my videos haven't surfaced through the entire internet? How come 8 billion people haven't heard my message? They can be translated. My message isn't good enough. I'm not doing a good enough job. I need more. I only have so many people that I'm helping out. I need more. I want to change the world, not just a couple people, not just a state, not just 100,000, not just 1 million. I want to change billions of lives. And so I'm going to do this until that happens. And you need to find something great to do with your life as well. Feed that hunger. It's there for a reason. Everything you can do, stay hungry. Go and show people what it's like to do the impossible. If you want to do the impossible, you got to be willing to put in undeniable effort to get there. Because the truth is, it's only deemed impossible until somebody does it. And now it's possible. You need to be the person that stands out. You need to be the person that breaks all the laws, defies the laws that were set against us. Whatever that may be, you go and you figure it out, and you don't stop until you figure it out. And so that is your purpose as a human. That is your purpose. That is all of our purposes. Don't stop until you're forced to stop. And the only way you're forced to stop is when you die. Feed that hunger, never be satisfied, and get 1% better every single day. I'm out.